Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Spotless Stadium this afternoon. It's lovely to have your company, and this is a big afternoon for the magnificent Sydney Royal Easter Show because there's a lot of champions to be decided as well. And could I just say also how wonderful it's been. A lot of young people were able to gain experience, such as Rebecca Barry, who's the General Manager for Human Resources. She actually went with Mr. Michael Kenny for a day and learnt what Mr. Kenny, the Chief Executive Officer's role was here at the show. And it's great to see there's a great initiative by the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales to allow the young people to have an idea of what the President and the Chief Executive of and all the section heads do. And so congratulations to Mr. Michael Kenny, the Chief Executive Officer, and all the staff for allowing that to take place, and also Mr. Glenn Dudley, the President, as well. So it's a big day. And so Graham Barker, we have Graham Barker down there on the edge of the arena. And we also have, because what's happening today, ladies and gentlemen, we have all the special awards, and my wife Vicky has had the great honour of compiling all the results now for ever since we've been coming down, I think 21 years, and she does it in such a very professional manner. So Graham's taken those results down to present, and they'll be presented to you very soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have coming up for you at 1 o'clock, we have the Welsh Stallion A, B, C or D exhibit. And Mr. Anthony Dean's our judge. We have the Australian National Champion, Reserve Champion Pony Hack, not exceeding 12 2 hands. Our judge is Anne Randall. We also have the J.M. Molly Higgins Perpetual Trophy, donated by the late Mr. George Higgins for the Australian National Champion Pony Hack, not exceeding 12 2 hands, to be presented, Special Class 607. We have the continuation of our Welsh ponies. And then we have the the Australian National Champion and Reserve Champion Pony Hack over 12 2 hands, not exceeding 14 hands. These are all the big ones happening today. And the A.R. Pullman Perpetual Trophy, donated by Mr. Grant R. Pullman for the Australian National Champion Pony Hack over 12 2 hands, not exceeding 14 hands. We have the Open Girl Rider, 6 years and under 9. That's always a wonderful class to be decided too. And we also have Kim Durante to judge the Australian National Champion, Reserve Champion Galloway Hack this afternoon. We have the Jeff Whidden Memorial Perpetual Trophy, donated by the late H.G. Whidden for the Australian National Champion Galloway, which will be part of that presentation. And then we have the Open Girl Rider, 9 years and under 12. And then we continue on with more Welsh ponies. We have the Australian National Champion and Reserve Champion Hack to be decided. Debbie Etheridge is judging, and all these judges have had enormous experience. They've had enormous success themselves in the hack ring, the pony ring, the Galloway ring, and rider classes as well. And part of that presentation will be the Mackay Memorial Perpetual Trophy, or Cup, donated by the late Margaret Pennyfather and Jamie Mackay in memory of the late Mr. J.K. Ken and Phil Mackay for the Australian National Champion Hack. And he was a past ringmaster, a lovely man as well. There's the J.D. McLeod Memorial Perpetual Prize, donated by Mr. J.D. McLeod for the Australian National Champion Hack to be presented. So look, it's a huge day today. And of course, leading up to also the Marge Galloway Memorial Perpetual Trophy, donated by in memory of the late Mrs. Marge Galloway for the Junior Champion Girl Rider. So big day today. There's polo tonight as well, and presentations for our big awards for polo as well. All right, so we'll just cross down now. Graham Barker's down the edge of the arena. So we're down in front of the members' stand. So we'll cross down to Graham Barker. Thanks, Barks.
Thank you very much, Angus. And this is a very important day today where we have our champions. First of all, it will be the small ponies. And then we have the large ponies, the Galloways. And then, of course, the blue ribbon event of the Sydney Royal Easter Show, the champion hack of the show. And many of these exhibitors have been endeavouring to win this award for many years. And only the best eventually get to be crowned as the champion at Sydney. It really is a great honour. To win a class at Sydney, it's something very special. To take out a championship is just, for a lot of people, a dream, and it's something that they have aspired to for a long time. And we've got some really, really wonderful sponsors and some wonderful trophies to present. We'll judge the small ponies first, we'll judge the large ponies second, then the Galloways, and eventually the hacks. So we've got an afternoon of championship classes to be decided. So the first one, as Angus mentioned, is the Australian National Champion, Reserve Champion, Pony Hack, not exceeding 12 hands 2 inches. And the J.M. Molly Higgins Perpetual Trophy will be presented. That was presented to the RAS by Molly Higgins' son, Greg Higgins, and he exhibited some champion ponies over a long period of time. The RAS of New South Wales Award of Excellence Medallion, the Garland supported by the RAS, and product prize supported by Oakwood Products. The Reserve Champion received product supported by Whitehorse Equestrian. So very shortly we will be bringing out the ponies that are eligible to be considered for the Australian National Champion Pony Hack, not exceeding 12 hands and 2 inches. Now down here with me is Carol Hukin, and Carol will give us the fashions on the fields, and she will also be interviewing the winning jockey when the major award has been announced. So Carol, it might be a bit early, but I think you might be able to do a little bit of a description of our judge's costume.
Well, she certainly looks very elegant, and she's very busy there at the moment, Graham, but we will catch her. But there's a lot of excitement going on behind the scenes out here today. Gosh, what's going on? All the last-minute spit and polish, making sure everything's fitting as it should, everything's polished, hearts aflutter, and here they come, the first of the big championships onto the track this afternoon.
So we've got the Shetland pony, is Kimber Crisp, Corinne Collins and Andrew James from Darnham in Victoria. The open pony, the winner of the not exceeding 11-2 and not exceeding 12 hands, Silkwood Nutkin, number 516, Victoria, and Caitlin Fricker from Orford Vale in South Australia. The open pony over 12 and not exceeding 12-2 was TJ Royal Secret, and that's Dale Plum's nomination. I would assume it's Daisy that will be doing the riding. And then the child's pony, not exceeding 12 hands 2 inches, ridden by a child under 17. Once again, congratulations to Victoria and Caitlin Fricker from Orford Vale in South Australia. Falconhurst First Dance. So they are the 4 exhibits that will be for our judge, Anne Randall.
And how beautiful Anne looks down here. Our judges have really gone all out this year. The gentlemen and the ladies presenting themselves in just the most amazing fashion. And Anne's 2-piece ensemble here is just magnificent. In a mustard basket weave fabric, beaded around the neck and around the 3/4 sleeves. She's teamed it with a beautiful black hat, which I believe is made by Kerry McGlone, one of our equestrians, our experts in the field of millinery, and done you proud. Welcome, Anne. I'm looking forward to this afternoon.
Thank you, Carol. I'm just so happy to be here, and I hope my ponies are going to work the house down.
Well, we'll be ready to cheer them on. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Spotless Stadium this afternoon. It's lovely to have your company for all these very special events coming up very soon.
And they're sent out, first of all, to just allow them a chance to warm up, to get the feel of the atmosphere down here, because, oh boy, there certainly is some atmosphere when you tread on this hallowed turf. You know you've made it to the big one. So there they are, out now, just having a little trot around to get the feel of things, and then they'll be lined up and given the workout, and then it's all in the hands of our judge.
So what a great thrill for these young riders to be out here on these beautiful ponies. And riding the Shetland pony, Kimber Crisp, nominated by Corinne Collins and Andrew James, is Bryony Lee from Eden Park in Victoria. Corinne Collins and Andrew James from Darnham in Victoria. The open pony, 11 hands 2 inches, not exceeding 12 hands, number 516, Silkwood Nutkin, is ridden by Victoria Fricker. Victoria's sister, Caitlin, is riding the winner of Class 604, the child's pony, not exceeding 12 hands 2 inches. And the other one, the open pony, over 12, not exceeding 12 to exhibit number 1149, TJ Royal Secret, is nominated by Dale Plum and ridden by his daughter Daisy. So for these young children, it is a great experience to come down here onto the Sydney Showground. And many of them, their parents rode here some years ago and also had great success. So lovely to see the two Fricker girls from South Australia, Morford Vale, competing against each other. And of course their father and their mother and grandfather were very heavily involved in the equestrian industry. The Fricker brothers were the ones that brought the World 3-Day Event Championships to Gawler in South Australia back in 1986. And Margaret Fricker was very successful here in the ring. And I think the thing that we'll probably most remember her for was one day there was a line up in front of the fence, and unfortunately all of a sudden a rider collapsed. It was Margaret Fricker, and she had a bit of a heart turn, but was very quickly attended by the first aid people and was back in the saddle. It's a rather unfortunate thing to remember her by, but that's showbiz. So they've now had an opportunity to warm up, so they will now be asked to work out before our judge. So we'll see which one's going out first. I think we'll probably go in height sizes. Yes, the Shetland pony is being given the brief first. And this is exhibit number 286. Won the Shetland pony class, Kimber Crisp, nominated by Corinne Collins and Andrew James from Darnham in Victoria, and ridden by Bryony Lee from Eden Park in Victoria also. Down there, Whittlesea, and there are 4 girls in the Lee family. All of them ride, and all very, very capable young riders. And they are in great demand to ride ponies where there's a height restriction or an age restriction. So young Bryony on the fabulous little Shetland pony has been briefed by our steward. Will now go out and perform the workout. So the Shetland pony is shown in its natural state. You'll notice there's no plaiting up, there's no things on the tail, there's no checkerboard. They are shown a la naturale. A very difficult job for our judge to decide between these 4 absolutely magnificent ponies, beautifully presented, and they will be beautifully ridden, I can assure you. So a change of the lead. They were leading with the off leg. Now it's the near leg, the one on the inside of the circle. So that completes the workout for our first exhibit. Number 286, Kimber Crisp, Corinne Collins, Andrew James, and Bryony Lee. This is number 516, the winner of the open pony, not exceeding 11.2, not exceeding 12 hands. Silkwood Nutkin, nominated by Victoria Caitlin Fricker from Morford Vale in South Australia and ridden by Victoria Fricker. Caitlin is on one of the other exhibits. So number 516, Silkwood Nutkin, Victoria and Caitlin Fricker's nomination from Morphett Vale in South Australia, written by Victoria Fricker. Now we have number 1149, the winner of the Open Pony over 12, not exceeding 12 hands 2 inches, TJ Royal Secret, nominated by Dale Plum from Cardinia in Victoria, written by Daisy Plum.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a result here for Class 514, the Welsh Stallion A, B, C or D. And first place, congratulations, goes to catalogue number 421. That's Bambara Paramount. Congratulations to H. Doohan and NSJ Ponies from Parko, New South Wales. Congratulations to them. Second place to catalogue number 1053, Imperial Proclaim, S. Paris and Stepton Park and Fernbrook Stud from Bargo. And third place to catalogue number 1011, Marconi Matrix. Put your hands together for Vanessa O'Donnell. Congratulations, Vanessa, from Colgong in New South Wales. So what a lovely lineup we have down there, and it's been a great pleasure to have Mr. John Wild with us today too, from representing the Welsh Ponies. And thank you to you, sir, for your great support and what you achieve and what you do with your great organisation. And don't forget, girls and boys, if you'd like to find out more, they have a magnificent publication out that's produced each year too, all about the beautiful Welsh ponies. And if you'd like to become a member, I'm quite sure you'll receive one of those magnificent copies of what they have. So folks, we'll cross down in front of the member stand. Carol Hugin's down there to tell you and introduce to all the winners and the place getters, or those eligible for the champion.
Thank you, Angus. Well, the ponies have worked. It's a very nervous moment for these young riders and all the connections. But what happens is our judge has selected the pony that she feels is going to be the champion. And of course, the class that particular horse may have come out of might have been a stronger class than the others. So therefore, the second place getter is entitled to come out and compete for reserve. And that's what's happened now. Our mounted steward has gone along to the wings where all the second place getters are waiting. And out comes another pony now. Will be given a chance to get the feel of the ground a little and then do the same workout, so the judge can decide who will be the reserve. The people in the stands who've been watching intently know which class this pony came from, so they're doing a lot of guessing up there in the stands. But we just have to wait and see. So here goes our second place getter, now going out to work for reserve. So the pony that's just worked is number 65 in the catalogue. Argyle Studs, Argyle Royal Flush.
And in fact, folks, Six was second to the winner of Class 600, the open pony over 12 hands, not exceeding 12 hands, and was also second to Class 604, Charles pony not exceeding 12 hands, ridden by a child under 17.
So our stewards now giving the directions to this young rider to go out and really give this workout a go. She's has the chance to take out the reserve champion at this year's Royal Easter Show, and that's an enormous award. And we wish them all the very best.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this wins also the J.M. Molly Higgins Perpetual Trophy, donated by the late Mr. George Higgins, RAS of New South Wales Award of Excellence Medallion, the grand support of the RAS of New South Wales, and product prize sponsored by Oakwood Products. So a very special thank you to Mr. Jeff Sewell from Oakwood Products. It's been an absolute, well, just a wonderful gentleman over a long period of time, and a very special thank you, Jeff, for your great support.
And that was breastplate number 65, Argyle Stud's nomination, Argyle Royal Flush. So the ponies have worked. The judge has made her decisions. The stewards send her decisions up through our wonderful team in ring control while we wait for the official announcement and the fanfare to indicate the very special champion for 2014. Well, there it is, the big fanfare and the winner. The champion for 2014 is number 514, V&C Fricker's nomination, Falconhurst First Dance. And the reserve champion for 2014 is number 65. Argyle Studs, Argyle Royal Flush. Just moving forward now to receive these wonderful awards, a very special moment in these two young ladies' lives. They will dream about in the future. Moving in now to our parade area where they will receive the champion sash for 2014. And Angus, could you tell us more about these wonderful awards?
Thanks, Carol. We have, ladies and gentlemen, they also win for themselves the J.M. Wally Higgins Memorial Perpetual Trophy. And it's a lovely twin-handle silver Turin covered and decorated with gum leaves. And it's raised on a hexagonal timber base made by Don Shield. It was donated by the late Mr. G. Higgins in memory of his mother and first presented in 1993. Until 2005, it was awarded for the Australian National Champion Saddle Pony, not exceeding 12 two-hands. And now it's awarded for the Australian National Champion Pony Hack, not exceeding 12 two-hands. So last year, Josephine Indrizzi and Yatala Park Showpiece was the winner. Argyle Stud and Argyle Royal Flush, in fact, won the champion back in 2012, Carol. So they've won reserve this year. Champion last year is down to Carol Hukin.
Well, it's an absolutely wonderful achievement. There is so much goes into preparing a pony to compete, first of all, in your local area, to qualify to come to the Royal Show, to receive the sufficient wins to get here, and then to come and win your class is a huge achievement. But to go all the way through to the very, very top is something absolutely special for this wonderful young rider, for this pony and all the people involved, the Fricker family. What a wonderful achievement. That magnificent garland, almost too big for this pony's neck. It's beautiful. And Randall, our judge, who's done such a sterling job throughout the show, getting all these qualifiers to this point. We do thank her. She's a terrific lady who's suffered ill health for some time and has come good, and we're thrilled to have her here. And our rider. This is Caitlin Fricker. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I've had a thrill of a show, and I'm just so happy that she's won this magical award.
Very, very touching moment, I can assure you. Thank you so much. We'll go and talk to our other rider in just a moment. Sometimes the emotions take over. It is such a heartfelt time to get to here and then take out that award. All the stresses, all the ups and downs that all horse people know are part of this come to fruition here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Now, reserve is going to be awarded very shortly.
And Carol, we'd also just like to say a very special thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales for the Award of Excellence Medallion. The garland is supported by the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales. And the product prize supported by Oakwood Products, thanks Jeff Searle. The reserve champion receives products supported by White Horse Equestrian. Thank you so much for your wonderful support. Thanks to Carol. So it's back down to Carol.
Thank you so much, Angus, and the sash, the photographers. There's a barrage of media down here waiting to talk. But in the meantime, while we're just waiting for those photographs, I'd like to take the opportunity to speak to our judge this year, Anne Randall.
Hello. I just love the pony I gave champion to. It is just stunning. And then the reserve had such beautiful movement and really worked for me. So they were my winners on the day.
Thank you very much, Anne Randall. Congratulations to Jeff.
Thank you.
You want to thank a special team that have helped you? Okay, now's your chance.
I'd like to thank Charlie and Andrew from Argyle Stud for letting me ride this beautiful pony throughout her whole career. And my mum and my nan and pop and my brothers and my dad at home and everybody else that comes along. And I'd like to thank her for being so amazing throughout her whole career. And now she can retire to the paddock and have a beautiful life. So thank you.
Oh, that's what it's all about. Well said, young lady. Really appreciates the pony. The pony's had its swan song. It's going home to a wonderful retirement. So congratulations. And New South Wales, Sydney, when they leave this arena and make their lap of honour, really show them what you think of them. This is the special moment in a young lady's life.
Thanks, Carol. You can, ladies and gentlemen, back in 2011, it was won by Demi Sands and Owendale Honeycomb. 2010 was McMahon and McCormick family, Silkwood Angel Wings. Greg Gerry and Dale Telford won it in 2009 with Whitmere Top of the Pops. But we go right back to Wells family, Drayton family and Paxton family, and Eleanor Gerry, Annabella Drexel, Durante family, Kim and Sabrina won it with Oakland's Park Cascade in 2003. Jan Langley and Dale Plum with Langtree Cartier in 2002. Bambara Pony Stud, Bambara Cadence, 2001. So it goes right back to the time when Marsu Park Princess won it with with M. Lation and Mr. C. Beckay. So look, it's had and also Rebecca Crack with Larkel Kerry in '94, and it was just wonderful to see that beautiful pony hack in 1994. So Baldwins and Lows, Murray Park Ringmaster, 2 years, been fantastic. So we'll just bring up the music. Thanks, Phil, and we'll just, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just parade off. So.
Thanks so much, Angus Lane. Well, here they come. Let's show our appreciation for the 2014 champion and reserve small pony hacks. Wonderful ponies, wonderful riders, and a wonderful team behind them. Come on, Sydney, tell us what you think.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's lovely to have your company here in the Spotler Stadium this afternoon, and we have our other class, 515, being judged now down here. And 515 is the Welsh pony mare, gelding, Section A. And our judge is Mr. Anthony Dean. So we have another champion coming in very soon, the Carol will introduce you to. This will be the A.R. Pullman Perpetual Trophy, donated by Mr. Grant P.R. Pullman for the Australian National Champion Pony Hack over 12 hands, not exceeding 14 hands. And our judge is Mrs. Anne Randall. So we certainly say congratulations to her on a wonderful job too. And all our judges have done a fantastic job today. They really have. So congratulations to them. And the beautiful Welsh ponies. What a wonderful lineup it is down here before. And they're just on the circle at the present time. And from the circle, our judge and Mr. Joe Best, our steward, will call in those ponies that our judge, in fact, would like to come in and do an individual workout before him. So please stay with us. While we're waiting for the next eligible champions to come in, we'll take a special message from our sponsors in the Spotless Stadium here today.
There are those amongst us that push themselves further, those that give a little more, those that value the safety of the person next to them more than their own, those ready to help people at home as well as abroad. You might not notice them, but those few standing proud are the reason some can stand at all. Army Reserve. Challenge yourself.
This month, the Weekly welcomes Baby George with this souvenir cover fit for a future king. Inside, we have your ultimate guide to the upcoming royal tour. We also celebrate the style of 7 women who refuse to dress appropriately. Denise Morecambe reveals the pressure on her marriage. We investigate Magda's Jenny Craig deals, and we have 32 pages of yummy Easter ideas for the laziest of long weekends. Don't miss this special souvenir issue of the Weekly.
Caravanning and camping, it's an Aussie favourite way to holiday. Find everything you need at the Caravan Camping RV and Holiday Super Show. It's on at Rose Hill Racecourse from April 26 until May 4. For tickets and information, visit supershow.com.au.
New South Wales mines are now also producing beef, olives and wheat. To learn more about how mining and farming are working together, simply visit worldclassminers.com.au.
Bring an authentic Thai experience home with Sunrise. Hundreds of grains, millions of possibilities.
Hi, I'm Tim from HoseLink and we're here at the show. Save 20% on no-burst hose fittings, only $30, or get a free Superjet washer with any auto rewind hose reel. Come and see us for great show specials. That's HoseLink at the show.
Imagine a place where we are taught to have faith in ourselves and hope for the future, where we learn to be the best we can be.
Catholic schools, more than a great education, it's learning for life.
It is frustrating when we don't have enough staff to deliver the care that we want to deliver. Often patients will get quite frustrated, maybe even angry, that we can't do what they need immediately. Better ratios would mean that there would be more nursing staff to actually deliver patient care.
It's time the government ensured all our country hospitals have the same nurse-to-patient ratios as city hospitals.
I don't think that we should forget any patient, wherever you live. We all deserve the same treatment.
Authorised by B Homes, New South Wales Nurses and Midwives Association, Sydney.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here once again. And look, this is a very special award. And to let you know more about this award, which carries with it the A.R. Pullman Perpetual Trophy. This is for the Champion Reserve Champion Pony Hack. Now, 12 two-hands, not exceeding 14 hands. And to explain to you regarding those heights, we'll cross down to Carol Hukin.
Thank you, Angus. Well, we have individual classes leading up to this championship. We have various heights because horses are measured in hands, which is 4 inches, but about the equivalent of the width of a man's hand. So in the old days, they were measured from the ground at the front foot of the horse and hand over hand up to the wither, which is the part just in front of the saddle, and however many times you did that, that determined the height of the horse. Of course, nowadays we have official measurers that do it extremely well and ensure that the right horse is the right height for individual classes. And we have out here now, just having a little warm-up, a list of all our winners that are going to compete for this very, very prestigious award. So, Angus, you have the list there. Would you like to read out all the contenders, please, for the 2014 award?
Thanks very much. Thanks, Carol Hukin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of class 601 will be breastplate number 80. This won the open pony over 12 hands, not exceeding 13 hands. And that's Rosedale Songster, exhibited by BC Equine, and Chanel Hunter, and also Lynn Warburton from Churnside Park in Victoria. The winner of class 602, the open pony over 13 hands, not exceeding 32 hands, was won by breastplate 1146, Kelvin Park Tiny Dancer, Dale Plum from Cardinia in Victoria. The winner of class 603, the open pony over 32 hands, not exceeding 14 hands, was Ace High as Sefton with Katrina Kearns from Clyde North in Victoria. And the winner of class 605 for the Charles pony over 12 hands, not exceeding 14 hands, ridden by a child under 17 years of age. And also the best novice pony hack is breastplate number 733. It's KG Goodness Gracious, V. Carney and J. Lyons from Daruka in New South Wales. So they're the 4 that are eligible for this champion. They're just lined up down there before Carol right now. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you so much, Angus. Well, the workout's been decided and passed on now to our riders. Each one in turn will go out and perform the workout. Of course, the workout is at the discretion of our judge, Anne Randall, as opposed to dressage, where they know exactly what they're going to do before they go out. This is entirely up to our judge. It's a big moment for our first pony on the course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is breastplate number 80, was the winner of class 601, the open pony over 12 hands, not exceeding 13 hands. Thanks, Carol.
Thanks. So this is Rosedale Songster at the moment, and the nomination from BC Equine, Anne C. Hunter and L. Warburton. So many things to take into account down here. Primarily the soundness of the pony, to ensure that there's everything is right. He's not feeling uncomfortable anywhere. That's the first job of our judge. Then to assess the way the pony's put together. We call it conformation, but it's the build of the horse, the way he's built in a way that he's most likely to last. And then the movement of the modern show horse, to cover the ground and yet still look ever so elegant as they move across the grass. Their manners, their paces, their education, their presentation, the whole thing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just while we're watching that lovely exhibit workout, we also look down at the Welsh ponies, 515, class 515 working out. And it's the Welsh pony mare or gelding, section A. Our judge is Mr. Anthony Dean. And keeping in mind, the Welsh ponies are divided up into 4 sections. That's Section A for Welsh mountain ponies, Section B for the Welsh riding ponies, Section D and E, more of the cob-type ponies. So it's great to see. So we'll just get the breastplate number now off Carol for you. Our next one to work out down here for our champion.
It's Daisy Plum in the saddle. We'll have the number just a moment.
And it's 1146, Carol.
Thank
Kelvin
you.
Park, Tiny Dancer, the winner of Class 602, the open pony over 13 hands, not exceeding 13.2 hands. So down to Carol. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you. And the judge asking to see the ponies trot on either rein, either direction, because for the non-horsey folks in the stand, sometimes horses can be more one-sided than the other. Have you ever tried to clean your teeth with your other hand? It's quite difficult, and we have to spend quite a lot of their time training them with a series of exercises, etc., to make sure that they're equally supple in either direction. And then into the canter, which is a different type of movement again, a 3-beat movement. Also required to be seen in either direction. You will see that going to the left, as the pony is now, the inside front leg leads or hits the ground in front of and before the others. Also, judge entitled to ask for some lengthening at either the trot or the canter, where you see the ponies stretch out, bring its hind legs under it a little bit and move along in a longer stride.
And ladies and gentlemen, this award has a wonderful history too. It goes right back to 1980, this championship. So it really is, was awarded Mr. Pullman's son, Mr. Grant Pullman, who has been an honorary veterinary surgeon for the RAS for 20 years, from 1973 to 92, donated the trophy, and his wife and children have been exhibited at the RAS. Awarded to the Australian National Champion Pony Hack over 12.2 hands, not exceeding 14 hands. So, ladies and gentlemen, just going out now is the winner of Class 603. This is the open pony over 13.2 hands, not exceeding 14 hands. Breastplate number 734, Ace High of Sefton, exhibited by Katrina Kearns from Clyde North in Victoria. So it's back down to Carol.
Thank you, Angus. So the hearts are in the mouths for the mums and dads in the stands watching their young chargers go out and give it all they've got for this year's championship. But it is an unusual sport. Most sports of running, swimming, etc., they'll say, go out there and go your hardest. But here, because you've got a partnership between the horse and the rider, you've got to make sure that you keep your vibes to the horse nice and cool. Pony's got to think he's just going out there to work in the paddock the same as he would on any other day, so that he doesn't get too upset. Because it's a partnership. It's dancing with a partner to the music. It's not until that pony finally comes back to our judge that everyone can breathe a sigh of relief. Coming back now for the final approach. And now time to breathe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just coming up before our judge now is the winner of Class 605. It was the winner of the child's pony over 12 two hands, not exceeding 14 hands, ridden by a child under 17 years of age. Was also awarded the Best Novice Pony Hack. It's breast plate 733. It's KG Goodness Gracious, V. Carney and J. Lyons from Jaruka in New South Wales. And I'll just cross back to Carol. Then when Carol's ready, I'll let you know about this magnificent award that they're about to receive as well. Thanks, Carol.
Thanks so much, Angus. All the various height classes and classifications now come together. They compete against their peers up through the ranks. First to qualify to even come here, then to win that individual class here at the Royal, then for the chance to come out for champion. It's the stuff that dreams are made of. Mums and dads and families and these young riders lie awake at night thinking, what if I made it to the Royal? What if I won? What if I get to go home with that wonderful garland and broad sash of a champion?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that was donated by Mr. Grant R. Pullman and first presented in 1980. The Pullman family has been associated with the RAS for 5 generations. That's unbelievable. A.R. Pullman belonged to the 3rd generation of the family and played the most significant role, particularly in relation to pony classes at the show. Samuel Pullman was a grandfather of A.R. Pullman, judged the machinery section at the first Sydney exhibition, forerunner of the RAS. And Percy Pullman, father of A.R. Pullman, regularly exhibited at the RAS, particularly the harness section, once winning champion harness horse. Arthur Renwick Pullman, known as Bill, was born in 1910 and died in 1987. He was a member of the committee for the Australian Pony Stud Book in its formative stages. And with his sister Linda, he operated one of the earliest Australian pony studs. Also with the Renellan Pony Stud, which bred and showed ponies with success for many years. In the late 1940s, Mr. A.R. Pullman turned his attention to judging and was steward with the RAS horse section for many, many years. He showed a great diversity of knowledge of horses by judging horses of all sizes, ridden, led and driven at the RAS. And one of his favourite stories was to tell the occasional judges for a baker's cart did not turn up. And Mr. Pullman immediately volunteered to judge that class, as by this time he had judged every other horse class held in the main arena. So it's a very, very prestigious and a very, very special award. Honestly, it was made by James Jackson and Son in Sheffield in 1903. So think about that, folks. Dear, oh dear, that's around about, 111 years ago. That's a long time. And it was first presented in 1980. So we'll cross down to Carol. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you, Angus. Well, these ponies are entered in the owners' names, the exhibitors' names. It is at their discretion who rides them on the day. Now, sometimes they may have their regular rider here on hand. Sometimes someone else is asked to ride them or given the ride on these ponies. Often exhibitors have a number of entries here at the Royal. And as soon as we have our results, we'll also acknowledge the riders. Of course, it's not judged on the riders. It is judged solely on the ponies. But the right rider can make a big difference. So what's happening now is that our judge has selected the pony who will be the champion. Now, in that individual class, the one that the champion competed in their individual class, the second place getter has the right to come out and compete against the other first place getters for the opportunity for reserve champions. So waiting in the wings are the bridesmaids, the second place getters of every individual class, sitting there watching from the sidelines, hoping, wishing that the horse that beat them will take the champion and that they'll too get a chance to come out and perform in front of this terrific crowd here to support them all and see who'll take home the big awards for this year. Yes. Well, our riders have worked it out. I can see the faces up here. They're looking to see who's come out, and they know that if that's the one that got second to them, well, they're in for a pretty good chance. But coming out now on the arena is exhibit number 409 in the catalogue.
Yes, it is, Carol, and it was second in class at number 601, in fact, and it was it's Highgrove Minuet and Alan Dillingham's nomination for Arcadia, and Graham Barker has another result as they're presented with their awards down here in the Welsh Ponies. Thanks, Parks.
Thanks, Angus. This is Class 515, the Welsh Pony Mayoral Gelding Section A. It's a win for number 802. Like in a row, Ladysmith, Brian in Ebony Lee from Eden Park in Victoria. Second place in the 261, Kingfisher Park Zach, A&S Chenery from Pheasant's Nest. Third placing to 699, Eagle Park Wannabe, Lisa Jamal from Dural. Fourth placing to 1403, Canut Cardinal Bow, Deanne Thompson from Lower Portland in New South Wales. Third placing to 305, Nanto's Autumn Glade, Georgia Cook and Shelby Bragg from East Gosford. Sixth placing to 635, Eagle Park Casino and Lynn Hine from Landillo.
Thanks very much, Graham Barker, and aren't they a beautiful, magnificent lineup of those magnificent Welsh ponies as they leave the arena, and all the mums and dads around the ground. If you're looking at buying a pony, well, don't ever, ever not think about a Welsh pony, Carol Hukin.
Absolutely. But you don't necessarily have to have a breed pony to have a great pony. Sometimes some horses are more beautiful on the inside. But down here, we've got the ones that are beautiful inside and out, haven't we, Angus?
Yeah, we certainly do. And just a magnificent lineup and a beautiful presentation area. Congratulations to the RAS. And in fact, the one that won this award last year is not here, even exhibiting this year. So it was... and that was won by the Crisp family from down at the AC2. And there's another lovely exhibit that won the year before that, another one that won 2 years in a row. So there's been many of them here that, in fact, going back to 2004, that won it for 2 years in a row. And we'll acknowledge those at the after the presentation when Carol announces the champion, reserve champion for you.
Thank you, Angus. And horses are athletes. We can't expect them to stand in the wings there anxiously awaiting to see if they get to come out without allowing them a little bit of time to just have a feel of the turf, have a little loosen up, have a bit of a trot around and sort out a few little things. Our judge really doesn't take any notice of that warm-up until they're given the workout, and then the pressure is on to produce the goods for the chance for reserve.
And as Carol said earlier, you know, there's many, many months and many, many years of training. I know my son-in-law has a Santa Gertrudis stud up in Queensland, and you know, they look at the breeding and they look at what they want, and it's very hard for, you know, for years they might have one that is an outstanding and breeds a sire that breeds outstanding progeny, and then all of a sudden they have a lapse, and then they look for something else, and there's so much planning and so much time and so much energy and preparation goes into coming to the Royal Show or even an agricultural show, Carol.
Absolutely, Angus. And these ponies are generally purpose-bred for the show ring. In the days of the past, the pony that came and competed at shows was the pony you rounded up the cows or rode with your friends. But these days, it's become just like the vehicles of today, horses for courses. And these beautiful ponies are not expected to do a day's work rounding up cows. They're not expected to do that. But they are expected to come out here as athletes and perform the Dance of Champions. The dominance of the riding pony over recent years, or over the last, gosh, maybe 20 more years, has made a huge influence on the show pony of today. They're more like a little miniature thoroughbred with that ballerina-type action as they skim across the ground, pointing their toes and just looking exquisite. It's lovely to hear the support for the ponies as they finish their work.
And Carol, also today, we'd just like to say a very special thank you to some wonderful donors. The reserve champion will receive products supported by White Horse Equestrian. So a very special thank you to them, and for the a garland presented also from the Australian National Champion, Pony Hack over 12 hands, not exceeding 14 hands. This will be from the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales. And there's a rug also from Rafferty Horse Rugs. A very special thank you to them. Gee, they've been great sponsors for a long time. Mr. Ian Stewart, welcome to you, sir, for the prize rug to be presented as well. And White Horse Equestrian, unfortunately, Mr. Mark Nicholas couldn't be with us. He apologises, but he certainly said to wish everyone congratulations and all the very best for your future. So back down to Carol.
Thank you, Angus. Well, this is the big moment. We wait for the fanfare for this very, very special class. Thank you. We just make absolutely sure that the results are absolutely correct before we play the fanfare, and we know who's coming in for the big one. Here we go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, Special Class 606, the Australian National Champion and Reserve Champion, Pony Hack over 12 hands, not exceeding 14 hands. The champion goes to breastplate number 80. Put your hands together for Rosedale Songster. Congratulations to BC Aquine and Chanel Hutter, Lynn Warburton from Churnside Park in Victoria. Congratulations to you. And I think she even leant down and gave it a kiss, Carol.
Well, she's a very thrilled rider, Chanel. A wonderful ride. We'll almost ready for our reserve champion.
And our reserve champion, ladies and gentlemen, goes to catalogue number 409, Highgrove Minuet, Ellen Dillingham from Arcadia in New South Wales. And it's down to Carol Hukin.
Thank you so much. Such beautiful ponies now going to make their way, follow the our steward there, Peter Eggleton, sorry, into the presentation area for the awards. And a moment to say thank you to these other beautiful ponies who came out and did a wonderful performance. So put your hands together for the rest of the riders and horses out here. They are just absolutely beautiful. But only the champion and the reserve are making their way into the presentation area to receive this garland and have their name go down in history on that wonderful, wonderful trophy. Judge Anne Randall just putting the sash now on this beautiful pony's neck.
Oh, I will. She'll make beautiful babies.
And now the garland. There won't be a lot left of this beautiful pony. It's wonderful awards time here down in the Spotless Stadium. There goes that magnificent rosette. Every competitor in the show horse world aims to take home one of these, and it's gone this year to this beautiful pony. And Chanel, you've done an amazing job. I know you feel very emotional, but come on, tell us your story.
Well, I've had this pony thanks to my client, Lynn, since 9 months of age. I broke her in myself, and it's been a huge journey, and it's just an absolute honour to be here amongst beautiful ponies. Congratulations to Alan and Trinette on a wonderful reserve champion and other competitors, and it's an honour to be here.
Thank you so much, Chanel. Well said. Absolutely beautiful pony, and I'm going to sneak behind here. And now that very, very special trophy being handed up. The name of this pony will go along with the names that have been put down in history to be remembered over the years. People sitting in the stands are thinking back to winners of the past, the memories that are made. And here's a special one. Our photographer's getting that magic moment to record and to keep that memory forever. And now the awarding of the Reserve Champion for 2014. Our judge, Han Randall, places the sash. And Trinette Crawford, the cheer squad ready to give her their support. Trinette, tell us the story.
Oh, look, she's a beautiful pony. She's done really well for Alan and me, I suppose, since I get to ride her. But it's an absolute pleasure and delight. And she has been sold to New Zealand, so eventually she's going to go and be a Kiwi.
Well, there you go. What a wonderful pony to represent us overseas. So, Alan Dillingham, I know you'll be thrilled. Here comes another award now. This award that goes to the Reserve Champion. I don't know how she's going to carry it. But it's a great thing that a pony of that calibre is going to represent us overseas in New Zealand with a new home over there.
And Carol, our champion, is in fact signed by Rosedale Tempting out of the dam Rosedale Serenity, and the reserve champion, Highcroft Minuet, is signed by Rawwood Boy Soprano out of the dam Highcroft Penny from Heaven. So back down to you.
Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, families and friends, get ready to show what you think of them. I can assure you they will parade off this arena and show why they are the champion and the reserve champion for 2014. Put your hands together. Here they come. Our beautiful, beautiful ponies.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call the best of the best. And as Carol said, give them a nice round of applause. They go up in front of the Vincent Fairfax stand and the Sutter stand, the members stand, down in front of the Sydney Royal Show stand as well. So congratulations to them. Two beautiful exhibits as we welcome to the arena those eligible for our next special championship will be the Jeff Whidden Memorial Perpetual Trophy. And Graham Barker will join Carol in introducing those and also the hats. So congratulations to them. Two beautiful exhibits. Well done. And many to all the owners and those that have supported and helped them. Congratulations to you all. You certainly do yourselves proud.
Thank you so much, Angus Lane, and Anne Randall has done a fabulous job through the show. We thank her for being here and we wish her very well in the future. Thank you, Anne Randall.
So we have class number 516 being judged just down here in front of the show, and then we have 786 on the far side of the arena, and that's the open girl rider, 6 years and under 9, which is being judged. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful lineup we see, and Barks, I'll just pass all the information, my friend, over to you. And in the meantime, we'll just go for a short ad break. Here's a special message from our sponsors. And we'll take a quick message from our sponsors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for our Galloways and also for our hacks, what we'd like to do is, as Graham introduced them to you and Carol, we'd just like to bring up a little bit of background music as well, just to give everything a little bit of flavour today. So I just love having that in the background. It sounds so nice. So, Mr. Barker, it's across to you, and you can tap along with the music. So,
what a good idea. What a good idea.
Thanks, Barks.
Well, they are competing for the Jeff Whidden Memorial Perpetual Trophy, donated by the late H.G. Whidden. They also received the RAS of New South Wales Award of Excellent Medallion, a garland supported by the RAS of New South Wales, product supported by Oakwood Products, a rug supported by T. Everingham and Chevelle Rugs. The reserve champion received product supported by White Horse Equestrian to the value of $130. Now the winners, we have the winner of the Open Lightweight Galloway over 14 and not exceeding 14.2 hand, class 583. And the winner of that class was exhibit number 1079, San Lira, Talk of the Town, Bryony Payne and Cherie Ootman from Mildura. Class 584, the Open Lightweight Galloway over 14.2, not exceeding 15 hands. Number 89 was the winner, Royalwood Opening Night. The nomination of Joe Bailey, Michael Christian and Edwina Cullen from Galston. The winner of Class 585, the Open Heavyweight Galloway over 14 and not exceeding 14.2. It was also the best novice Galloway. It was number 1251, Langtree Royal Affair. It was exhibited by Romsey Park, Terry Van Hyverson and Greg Mickham from Romsey in Victoria. Class 586, the Open Heavyweight Galloway over 14.2, not exceeding 15 hands. Number 130, Royalwood Pop Rock, Christian Rebecca Bennett from East Currajong here in New South Wales. The winner of Class 587, the Ladies Galloway, ridden by a lady 17 years and over, was Westwood's Magic Cast, BC Equine, D&M Burns and D Banks from Churnside Park in Victoria. Westwood Magic Cast also was second in the Open Heavyweight Galloway. Class 588, the Gents Galloway, ridden by a gent 17 years and over. Number 1266, Holly's Galaxy, Sarah Ryan and Graham Elliott from Dolgong in Queensland, was also second in the Open Lightweight Galloway over 14.2, not exceeding 15 hands. Class 589, the Child's Galloway, was won by 803, Silkwood Sublime, Bryony and Ebony Lee from Eden Park in Victoria.
Well, thanks, Parks. We just have a result here, ladies and gentlemen. They're just lined up for the presentation for Class 516. For our Welsh Pony Mare or Gelding, Section B, not exceeding 12.2 hands. At first place goes to catalogue number 1226, and that's Turavale Gemma, Sarah Raga from Ebenezer. Congratulations, Sarah. Well done. Second place goes to catalogue number 8. And catalogue number 8 is Corvin Park Empress, exhibited by the Adams Family Partnership from Wallachia in New South Wales. So please put your hands together, give them a nice round of applause. In third place goes to catalogue number 224, Asher Dartan Park Sebastian. Must be named after my grandson, Sebastian Angus. Caitlin Brown and K&B M. Brown from Oakville in New South Wales. Fourth place goes to catalogue number 1419 is Woronora Flaunted with Rochelle Tubb and Bronte Dagg from Summerers Ponds in New South Wales. And fifth place goes to catalogue number 325 is Border Show Kit Kat, Corvin Park Stud and Ms. M. Corbett, Mr. J and Miss M and Miss S. McMaster, and they've had a wonderful show too from Peak Hill, New South Wales. So all those people sitting in front of them there, put your hands together for these beautiful Welsh ponies. Come on, give them a nice big round of applause. They look magnificent, don't they? Well done. Thank you to our councillors and thank you to our judge for making the presentation. And the horses are just coming in to line up, so we'll cross back to Graham and then Graham will cross down to Carol. Thanks, Graham.
Thank you, Angus. That's our class winners lining up, and each will do an individual workout. So Carol will be able to introduce them as they move forward to perform a set workout which has been shown to each of them, and it's an opportunity for comparison. Thanks, Carol. It's down to you.
Thank you very much, Graham and Angus, and an opportunity to welcome again our very, very well-credentialed judge. Kim Durante, Mrs. Kim Durante, who was Kim Lowe, has competed all her life for extraordinary success in riding classes, ponies, Galloways, hacks, turnout. She's won the Gary Owen down in Melbourne, the big prestigious Turnout Award. She's been a riding instructor all her life, has her family, Simon, and her children up there in Queensland. And it's just wonderful to see her here. Always a lovely, lovely lady, beautifully dressed, very elegantly turned out for this class. She has a black crepe skirt, gored that flares at the base, a lightweight wool checked jacket shaped and fitted, and teamed it with that very spectacular pink and black striped hat with the bow. Of course it would be pink. She's known for being Pink Kim. All the stables used to be decorated with the pink.
I was going to say to you, I'd give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. What colour she's in? Isn't she lovely? She looks gorgeous. Well done, Kim. And young Simon too. He's not a bad bloke, Carol, either. Occasionally.
No, he was also a successful boy rider from Melbourne, what have you, and he's in the film industry.
He is, and they have 2 beautiful children too, and one daughter that is attending, I think, maybe grade 12 at St Hilda's. So anyway, the first horse is on Quads Park, so it's back to you, my friend.
We have the first horse on the course at the moment. Number 89.
And number 89 is Royalwood Opening Night. The nomination of Joe Bailey, Michael Christie and Edwina Cullen from Galston, New South Wales. And I would suggest it's Michael Christie doing the riding.
That's right. So this is for our middle-sized horses, for the benefit of those in the stands who are not familiar. We had our ponies championships earlier. Now this middle-sized horse, a very, very popular height range of horse, suitable for children or adults. They used to only go to 14.2, but over the years horses have got a lot bigger. Our big hacks are much bigger than they were, and because this is such a popular height range and there are so many horses in that range, they go now up to 15 hands, so over 14 and not exceeding 15 hands. There are various classes of weights, not the weight of the rider, the weight that the horse is capable of carrying, the frame of the horse. So we had lightweights and heavyweights and ladies, which is judged, of course, on the type of horse and the temperament and the way the horse moves. Various categories. All individual winners, all entitled to come out and compete against each other for the championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this actually was a little CV that came out from Simon the other day. Carol covered it very well, but Kim Durante virtually needs no introduction, as Carol said, to the horse world. And as a child, Kim won numerous rider turnout and Open Pony Championships. Progressing through her teenage years, Kim added every major title at Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide and Brisbane Roars. As an adult, Kim's success continued, winning major turnouts, champion lady rider, champion pony, Galloway and hacks, 15 consecutive ones in fact. And Kim is undoubtedly one of Australia's finest horsewomen. Kim has owned and shown multiple Royal National Champion ponies, Galloways and hack titles. And Kim over the years has taught through her riding academy multiple Royal and National level winners, including her daughter Sabrina, who was a prolific winner during her career, which started with her first Royal Show win at 4 years of age. And Oakland's Park Cascade, and the list goes on. So she really is just a delightful lady. It's always a pleasure to see her and Simon, and it's back down to Carol.
Thanks a lot. We've got another horse out on the course at the moment, and it's number, a little bit hard to see, 125, just have to check.
So, working out now before our judge is number 1251. Langtree Royal Affair, Romsey Park, Terry Van Heiderson and Greg Mickham from Romsey in Victoria. It was also the best novice Galloway and is ridden by Greg Mickham.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to welcome you also into the Spotless Stadium. The winners of those competing, I should say, for Class 517, the Welsh Pony Mare or Gelding Section B over 12 hands. Before our judge, Mr. Anthony Jean. And right over the far side, we'd also like to welcome all those competing in Class 786. And 786 is the Open Girl Rider 609. Our judge is the delightful Bridget Sell from Young in New South Wales. Back to Graham.
Thanks, Angus. Down to Carol.
Thanks so much. Well, we're anxiously watching each horse as it works out. All the people associated with each horse are sitting up there with their fingers crossed, hoping that it all goes well. Each rider been given the copy of the workout. They have a little bit of freedom to choose exactly where they do things, but basically they all do the same workout. So when that workout's over and that horse comes back nice and relaxed on the loose rein, well, it's a sigh of relief for everyone involved.
So our next competitor is number 1079, Sanlira Talk of the Town. Won the open lightweight Galloway over 14 and not over 14 hands 2 inches. The nomination of Bryony Payne and Cherie Ootman from Mildura. Bryony Payne in the saddle.
I believe, folks, due to the new technology available, these particular events are being streamlined through YouTube all over the world.
So just make sure you don't yawn at the wrong time in the grandstand. It's a wonderful thing that the greatest show on earth has been taken worldwide here this afternoon for these magnificent champions in their own right and winners in their own right. And ladies and gentlemen, the Jeff Whitten Memorial Perpetual Trophy donated by the late H.G. Whitten, and also the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales Award of Excellence medallions to be presented. A garland supported by the RAS of New South Wales, products supported by Oakwood Products, and a rug supported by G. Everingham and Chevelle Rugs. So a very special thank you to them for their continued support here at this year's Sydney Royal Easter Show.
Absolutely, Angus. Those Oakwood products are marvellous products for cleaning gear. No more pots of greasy old stuff that used to get all over your clothes and glug up in the holes of the saddlery. We do thank Jeff Searle and Oakwood Products for producing a product that cleans and protects all types of saddlery, boots, and of course upholstery for cars and your furniture as well. So thank you very much, Oakwood Products, for your support of this year's show.
Yeah, very much. Lovely man, and based in his headquarters in Newcastle and of course out at Scone. And also a very warm welcome to Genevieve Everingham. Welcome, Genevieve. Genevieve's been here many times, and thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful support that you give in supplying the rug as well.
And Angus, of course, the reserve champion, received product supported by White Horse Equestrian.
Ladies, gents and young riders are permitted to ride the Galloways in their, providing that particular class allows for it. And we can see a variety of riders coming out in this championship. There we go. And interestingly enough, equestrian pursuits are the only ones in the Olympics where men and women compete equally against each other. It's the partnership with the horse that counts.
Our next competitor was the winner of the Child's Galloway, ridden by a child 9 and under 17 years. This is number 803, Silkwood Sublime, nominated by Bryony and Ebony Lee from Eden Park, and it'll be Bryony doing the riding.
It's a magnificent ground for us to work our champions on. Here, back in old days, we had lots to contend with. I can remember Mum sitting in the stands watching ponies working and being harassed by the seagulls and whispering, "Look out for the seagulls," and "Don't shy at the lines on the ground," and all of those things we had in the past. But here we have this beautiful spotless stadium with its hallowed turf for every rider to get the chance to do the very best they can.
That was the Child's Galloway, number 803, Silkwood Sublime, Brian and Ebony Lee's nomination. And I was wrong, it is Ebony that is doing the riding. This is number 130, and that is Royalwood Pop Rock, the Open Heavyweight Galloway over 14.2, not exceeding 15 hands. The winner, Trish and Rebecca Bennett from East Currajong, the nominators.
So this is the winner of the Open Heavyweight Galloway over 14.2 and not exceeding 15 hands. It's not really the weight of the horse, it is the frame of the horse suitable for carrying perhaps a somewhat heavier rider. So you will see the horse has just a little more strength of bone, a little bit more substance about it, generally speaking. They're all movie stars, they're all just that little bit different. And how did they get to this this level? Well, by a lot of hard work, a lot of travelling and qualifying, a lot of heartaches. There's always ups and downs in the world of horses. And the dedicated stick to it and keep at it until they achieve their goals.
And our next competitor is number 1266, Holly's Galaxy, Sarah Ryan and Graham Elliott from Dulgong in Queensland.
And they qualified in the gentleman's Galloway. This was the class to be ridden by a gentleman 17 years and over. So again, the judge in the individual class would have just been looking for slightly different things in each class, but still looking for the ultimate, the quality show horse. And when you judge a show horse, when they all come into the ring, judge casts his or her eye over all the contenders, and there's just that special one that sets your heart on fire, that gives you the tingles and attracts you straight away. That's in the initial go around, and then each one gets to work out. The judge has a different perspective from down here very close to the horses. You can see all sorts of different things here that are not quite as evident from up in the stands. So as each horse is put through its paces and given its workout, the whole thing is balanced together. It's not a fault and out contest. The quality horse can have a tiny hiccup, but at this level we rarely get hiccups, of course. We are looking for the ultimate in the show horse.
Well, Graham, it's a great pleasure to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, down there for the big event today. Ringmaster, Mr. Bill Pickin, and also Deputy Ring. And that's Mr. John Bennett from Narra. And John had all his family here last night, his sister and all the family. It was lovely to meet them. So, and it's great. They really pride themselves in supporting you lovely people. So back to Graham Barker.
Thanks, Angus. This is the final one to work out. It's number 81, Westwood's Magic Cast, ET, nominated by BC Equine, D&M Burns and D Banks from Churnside Park in New South Wales.
And this horse was successful in the ladies' Galloway competition. The class was for Galloways to be ridden by a lady 17 years and over.
It's also nice to welcome a former president of the RAS, Mr. Rob Vickery. Welcome to Councillor Rob Vickery too, as he makes his way down for the presentation. It's lovely to see him. Thanks to Rob for being a great sponsor for the camp drafting as well. And also, ladies and gentlemen, continue our judging with Class 517, the Welsh Pony Mare or Gelding, Section B, over 12 hands, the beautiful Welsh riding ponies down here. What a magnificent lineup. You have just down to the side in front of the big screen. And of course, all the rider classes on the far side of the arena too. And it's a great pleasure to have, looking after them over there too, Councillor Jeff Mason, Councillor Graham Sharps, looking after the Welsh ponies. And also we have Councillor Charlie Hook, and welcome to him, and Denise Ovens, and all the councillors that give up their time just to make sure it all happens. So thank you to you all, and also to all the stewards that make it all happen here at the show. They're all volunteers, and they dedicate their lives to make the world a better place, so we do salute them. And a lot of people sitting around the arena don't realise this is the biggest voluntary organisation in Australia, the show members. It's worth over $900 million to the Australian economy, and the wages that are saved by all the volunteers, it's estimated that they save in wages approximately $37 to $40 million. That goes back into making the shows bigger and brighter and better each year.
That was our ladies Galloway. Now the decisions are being made. Our judge has seen each horse execute the workout. The riders have got their hearts in their mouths there as to find out just what's going to happen next. They're being asked, the judge has the right to look at them again so that she can compare them, or perhaps line them up head to tail to look a little bit more closely and compare the profile, the way of going. Entirely at the judge's discretion, and she knows this is a hugely important decision. An opportunity. Sorry, Angus, go.
No, you're right. I was just going to say, Carol, this was first presented back in 1972, the Jeff Whitten Memorial Perpetual Trophy, and was donated by the late Mr. H.G. Whitten and first presented in 72. Jeff Whitten served for many years as Chief Steward of the Galloways and Chief Marshalling Steward. He was also Chairman of the Arts and Crafts and a member of the Horticultural and Show Wine Spirit Committees as well. Awarded to the Australian National Champion Galloway, H. Jeffrey Whitten was a RAS councillor from 1947 to 1962, and also Vice President from 1962 to 1973. So a very distinguished gentleman. That this is, in fact, and our judge, the Kim Durante, she won this award back in 2009 with Willowcroft Regal Winter. It was the one time, and also back in 2000 with Masterpiece of Astral. So she's had a very distinguished career over the years, and it's lovely to welcome Kim here this afternoon. And as late as 2011 she won it too with Willowcroft Regal Winter. And as I said earlier, Barks said the Gold Coast, she and Simon, they have, I think there was around about 8 or 9 years that there was a Supreme Champion-led exhibit, and they won for themselves each year a $15,000 painting by Peter J. Hill and depicting horses and Clydesdales, and they'd have the biggest collection of those magnificent paintings in the history of Australia. I mean, and Simon used to hang them in his coffee shop very proudly as well.
You know, Kim Durante, in her career, won almost everything that was possible. You know, she came up through the ranks. She was champion junior rider, champion senior rider, champion lady rider, and the one thing she didn't win, although she was highly placed on more than one occasion, and I know it was dear to her heart, it was one she dearly wanted to claim, was the Gary Owen. The only thing that she never really won.
It wasn't all beer and skittles either. Kim had some tragedies in her life, a dreadful stable fire when she was living up on the Central Coast that burnt and killed her wonderful hack and a lot of gear. Most horse people know the ups and downs. It's a total commitment, it's a lifestyle, it's an obsession, it's a passion. Competitors give up absolutely everything, all normal life, to do this. Because you can't just put the tennis racket under the bed if you've got the measles. You've got to go out and feed that horse and clean that stable and change that rug and exercise the horse. It's a total commitment and a wonderful thing for young people to understand that type of a responsibility. Decisions are being made. Our judge has made her choice, and the horse that got second to that individual class winner will now be sent for by the green coat to have the possibility of coming in for working out for reserve. And seeing them in profile, head to tail like that, was a wonderful opportunity to view a marvellous lineup of Galloways. We have them there, and sometimes the second place getter is already in the lineup, so we don't have to send in for another horse. We can make the decision from those present. So all the supporters, the mums and dads, the team that have got them ready, the breeders, the owners, all wait for the very special moment. Our officials will advise when the result has been confirmed, and we wait for the big fanfare.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, on the far side of the arena too, it's lovely to see a lineup for 786, which we'll be acknowledging very soon too, for the rider class over there too, which will be the Open Girl Rider, 6 years to under 9. Welcome to all the mums and dads and grandparents over there. That award is just as important to me, as far as I'm concerned, as Champion Galloway, because they're the future. They're the ones that are going to come through the ranks and be the champions and ride the Champion Galloways for the future as well. So, so we have the results, Mr. Barker, so it's across to you.
Thank you, Angus Lane. And the winner of the Open Girl Rider 6 and under 9, congratulations to 1851, Elizabeth Taylor from Bowral. Second placing to 1809, Samantha Rutledge from Weethelly. Third placing to 1776, Ella O'Doherty from Glengarry in Victoria. Fourth placing to 1679, Lucy May Goodyear from Wagga Wagga. Fifth placing to 1866, Keely Walker Johnson from Wyong. Sixth placing 1662, Darcy Ive from Coodle. Seventh placing to 1861, Madison Grace Valander from Razorback in New South Wales. Congratulations to Elizabeth Turner, the winner, the Open Girl Rider 6 and under 9.
Well, here we come.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, special class 590, the Australian National Champion and Reserve Champion Galloway. Congratulations goes to breastplate number 89, Rollwood Opening Night, nominated by the Bailey, Christie and Cullen from Galston, New South Wales, written by Michael Christie. Signed by Rollwood Bay Soprano out of the Dam Sunsmart. And the Reserve Champion for 2014 goes to breastplate number 1079, Sanlira Talk of the Town, Bryony Payne and Mrs. Jeree Uchman from Mildura in Victoria. So it was signed by Vale Park Spotlight out of the Dam Willowcroft Mahogany, and down there with them is Carol Yukon. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you so much, Angus and Graham. And the sash is now being put on, and the name will go on that wonderful trophy and be preserved forever in history. Before we do talk to these riders, an opportunity, our ringmaster, Mr. Picken, just going and congratulating all the other contenders. Please put your hands together for the rest of the first place getters who've done a wonderful job to be here at this year's Royal Easter Show and qualify for the championship. But our champion is about to receive the garland. Michael Christie, what a ride, what a feeling.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. It was a very strong field. I think until the last minute, you never know until they call you forward, but no, thank you very much.
Would you like to say a word about your team, the rest of the partners in this wonderful horse?
I sure would. I do all the riding, but there's such a team of people that get all the horses together with the platting and the lunging and the feeding, and there's probably about 8 or 10 people. They know who they are, and they mean a lot to me. Thank you.
That's very well said. Of course you do. The team, it's always a team effort. It's almost impossible to do something like this on your own. So right from the people who clean the stables right up to the rider in the saddle, congratulations. We have another result, so back up to you, Angus Lane.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Carol. We'll come straight back down to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the results of Class 517 for the Welsh Pony, Mare of Gelding, Section B, over 12 hands, being presented down here in front of the Sydney Show, the Sydney Royal Stadium. So first place, or grandstand I should say, I apologise. First place goes to 1412, Owendale Rembrandt and Francine Treneman and Mrs. Kate Treneman Duncan and family from Rossmore, New South Wales. Second place, catalogue 1300. That was Albanara Park Candyman, Caitlin Centre from West Burleigh, Queensland. Third place to catalogue 440, Kingsford Rover, Madison Downey from Currambong, New South Wales. Fourth place to catalogue 103, Imperial Rascal, Ronald and Warren and Yvonne and Kerry Barlow from Barrel, New South Wales. In fifth place went to catalogue number 372, Schoonemar the Legend with Samantha Cross from Dora Creek, New South Wales. And sixth place to catalogue 1307, Cherrington Sir Vanslot. And that's Carolyn Sharwood and Mrs. Karen Sullivan from Bathurst. So congratulations. So give them a nice round of applause. And just looking back at that San Liro Talk of the Town, the reserve champion, Galloway, was reserve champion in 2012. And also Royalwood opening night. In fact, it goes to the record book, I think, for the first time as in Sydney Royal. But Willowcroft Regal Winter won it, I think, for about 4 or 5 times with Laura Widdowson. And last year, Royalwood Concerto with Sally Shaw was the winner. And it's back down to Carol.
Thanks very much, Angus. Bryony, what a big smile on your face. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm super excited. This is my last ride with this horse, so there'll be a few tears, but happy we ended on a good note.
No, that's a wonderful way. A lovely combination. Congratulations, and to everyone who's helped you, Bryony, thank you so much. And an opportunity to speak to our gorgeous judge. Kim, great to have you here. Mrs. Kim Durante.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and what a wonderful field of Galloways. It was a hard job all the way through, and I was honoured to be here.
Well, we've enjoyed having you, and you've done a wonderful job. Put your hands together for our winners and our judge. Thank you very much, Kim Durante. And also to all our officials are down here, to our presenters, our councillors, we thank you so much for being part of this. Here they go, Sydney, around the track. The most wonderful Galloways you will see. Absolutely magnificent. The 2014 Champion and Reserve Galloway Hacks.
Congratulations, and come on everybody, put your hands together. Absolutely magnificent. Well done to Royalwood opening night, number 89, Joe Bailey. And yes, he is the celebrity hairdresser, Michael Christie, and Edwina Cullen. Michael Christie doing the riding. The reserve champion, number 1079, San Liro Talk of the Town, Bryony Payne, Shree Uchman from Mildura, and Bryony Payne is the rider. Come on everybody, put your hands together. And the reserve champion was the champion in 2012.
It was the reserve champion.
Oh, reserve champion.
Yeah, twice for reserve champion, yeah. So,
well, congratulations to Michael Christie. He's got another big one coming up too.
It's only,
he'll be on board one of the competitors in the hack class.
It's only 2010. Willowcroft Regal Winter. Kim Durante was reserve champion. In 2011, she was the champion. So that wasn't all that far back, was it?
No, it was not.
You know, you think of that. I'll tell you what, you're a great judge of horse flash because you tipped those two to me, you know, earlier in the show. You said, you know, these two are going to do very, very well. So you're not a bad judge of horse flesh yourself, aren't you?
Well, over the years, Angus, you do learn a bit.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Well done. Well, we have over there class number 785, I think it is, 786, 786, 785. We have 785 it is, ladies and gentlemen. And the open girl rider, 9 years and under 12. Look, we'll just take a short break. Here's a special message from our sponsors as we welcome everyone into the main arena.
Steve. Steve. Steve.
New South Wales mines are now also producing beef, olives and wheat. To learn more about how mining and farming are working together, simply visit worldclassminers.com.au.
Hi, I'm Tim from HoseLink and we're here at the show. Save 20% on no-burst hose fittings, only $30, or get a free Superjet washer with any auto rewind hose reel. Come and see us for great show specials. That's HoseLink at the show.
There are those amongst us that push themselves further, those that give a little more, those that value the safety of the person next to them more than their own, those ready to help people at home as well as abroad. You might not notice them, but those few standing proud are the reason some can stand at all. Army Reserve. Challenge yourself.
Nitro Circus live show of all time! Mind-blowing new show, direct from a sellout tour of North America.
Hey guys, Travis Pastrana here. Coming to Australia for the first time in 4 years, bringing with me the most insane Nitro Circus live show we've ever done. You do not want to miss it.
Featuring 45 of the world's best in FMX, BMX, and skate. Plus, a host of outrageous new contraptions off the 50-foot-high Nitro Gigantoramp. Hurry, second show on sale now through Ticketek.
TAFE Swizzy gives you the best opportunity to gain job-ready skills.
TAFE Swizzy was my first choice because of the hands-on training.
I get a chance to practice my skills in the workplace.
To find your course, call or visit our website and get job ready today.
Looking to invest?
ljhooker.com.
Looking to buy?
ljhooker.com.
Looking to sell?
ljhooker.com.
Visit ljhooker.com today.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful afternoon here in the Spotless Stadium. It really is. And thank you very much to Kubota for their support. I see Peter's Ice Cream. It's a nice, a little bit warm. It'd be nice to have a nice Peter's Drumstick ice cream, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, look who's come and paid us another visit.
And who's that?
The Easter Bunny.
It is too.
There he is, up on the giant screen. Look at his little ears sticking up above the word Easter.
And don't forget the Channel 9 news tonight too. And you know, Channel 9 keeps you right up to date with what's happening, and of course you can watch all the highlights of the football too. And we've got Channel 9 up and running. And thanks to Channel 7 for their support during the show as well. And a very special thank you to all the radio stations. Don't forget to listen to the show radio too. They'll keep you informed about what's happening here at the show as well.
Yeah, traffic reports and all sorts of wonderful information.
And Coca-Cola, another one of the great supporters of the show. And Purina. Do you feed your cat and dog Purina?
Yes, we do.
Do you? Right.
Yes, we do.
Good product.
The dry food for the dogs is Purina.
Mm.
And we've got to be very careful.
Right.
It is so good. They get sort of, the tummy gets a little bit larger.
Truly, I don't know anything about that.
So I'm going to have to stop eating it.
And what about those cats? Yeah. Dear, we had some lovely times. Poor old Phil was on the console years ago, and he was up there, and young Dave's up there listening at present, but Phil was on the console, and thanks to Dave for all the help he gives us and hooking us all up. But many years ago we did that, didn't we? We told that story about where they used to bring. Back in those days, it was dairy farmers, and they used to bring the animals up to see us, and I can still remember the look on your face the day they brought a python snake. You were busily announcing, and I said, Parks, they actually brought this beautiful little pet up here for you to pat. Well, I tell you what, folks, if you thought a girl scream was a scream, you never heard one
No,
of
I
those?
don't scream.
Oh,
I don't
boy,
scream.
oh, boy.
But I did move.
Did you move?
You've seen the ad on television with Shane Ward and the spider, haven't you?
That was you.
Yeah, that was me.
And then they, poor old Phil, we had a little kitten. We used to lift it up to the microphone and he used to go, meow. And Phil got up and he thought there was grandma's. He used to look around, he'd stand up and he'd walk around. And we did it 3 or 4 times, but the look on his face, it wasn't very amusing when he found out who it was that was doing it. No.
Hey, do you want to see somebody panic?
No, not really. No.
We can ask Dave to do something.
Look, we just like to welcome Parks. These are very special. This is a very special award, isn't it, coming up now? And it's in also, there's a very special lady that was involved in this for many, many years down here as a councillor, wasn't she? Was the diaper lady, and I think, as you refer to her, I think she may have been one of the Land Miss Showgirls very first.
She was the very first one, Angus, yes. A very lovely girl, Margaret Mackay, who became Margaret Pennyfather, and it was a great shock when we learned that she had passed on. And of course, her parents, Ken and Phil, Ken was the ringmaster when I first started here, and his wife Phil was a great support. And both Ken and Phil were top competitors. Phil in the show ring, and Ken was a polo player, camp drafter, and they had a wonderful property. And they gave great support to the Sydney Royal Easter Show. It was their passion, and they really, really supported it extremely well. So the Mackay Memorial Perpetual Cup, donated by the late Margaret Pennyfather, and Jamie Mackay, in memory of the late J.K., Ken and Phil Mackay. They also received the J.D. McLeod Memorial Perpetual Prize. This prize is derived from interest on a capital sum donated to the RAS of New South Wales by the late Mr. J.D. McLeod. The RAS of New South Wales Award of Excellence Medallion. There's a cash prize, and have a listen to this. It is $3,000.
You've got to be joking.
I am not joking. True. A cash prize of $3,000 and a rug supported by OAMP's insurance brokers. And there's a garland supported by the RAS of New South Wales.
Isn't that great? And Mr. McLeod was the managing director of Pitt, Sun and Baddery. And he was a councillor there with the RAS from 1944 to 58, vice president from 58 to 70, and honorary vice president from 70 until his death in 74. And Mr. Ken Mackay, he was a RAS councillor from 48 to 62, assistant deputy ringmaster from 51 to 59, the RAS ringmaster from 1960 to 1984, and I believe he was a very, very popular man, an RAS vice president from 62 to 93, and was the RAS honorary vice president from 93 to 95. And it was first awarded back in 1996, and it was won by Final Scene. Boy, oh boy, that was a horse that had a lot of success,
wasn't it?
And the Cleary family and brothers, and then Hyde Park was 797. Trent Nathan, boy, that was one that had a lot of success too in 98. And also we had the SM Peters and Beaufort Nutrition, Beaufort Legend, 99. There's been some unbelievable names on that, hasn't there?
Isn't there ever?
Over the years.
Well, we've got some very, very well-performed horses out here for the championship. And number 618 is Dunelm Royal Obsession. won the open hack over 15, not exceeding 15.2. Ashley and Tyler Harris from Buckingham, Queensland. The winner of the open hack over 15.2, not exceeding 16 hands, class 571, was number 88. Mikamoto, Joe Bailey, Michael Christie from the Oaks in New South Wales. Class 572, number 864 was the winner. Kakadu, which also won the best novice for Joanne Maunder, and was also successful in winning the ladies' hack over 15 hands, a lady 17 years and over. Chicago won the open hack over 16.2, exhibit number 70, for Paul Austin from Waterford in Queensland. Lord Cairo, number 830, won the gentleman's hack over 15 hands, Malcolm McRae and Emily Lord from Mittagong. Concerto won the child's hack over 15 hands for Romsey Park and Sue Thompson from Croydon. DP Amazing, number 1147, Dale Plum's nomination, won the Colonel A.V. Pope Silver Perpetual Cup. And the FL Crane Perpetual Cup was won by 1282 Elkira Elegance, Belinda Scanlon from Cremorne here in New South Wales. So they are the horses that are out on the oval, warming up at the moment, and this is a very, very big moment for them. The champion hack is like the 100 metres in athletics or the 100 metre dash in swimming. So it is the big one.
So this is like the one that Dawn Fraser won, and Dawn comes out every night too to pay tribute, doesn't she, to Australiana, which is wonderful. Big surprise to see her out here.
Yes. She was here on Easter Saturday, Easter Sunday, and we're hoping she'll be here tonight.
So stay and see that, yes, and you'll be able to see the Aussie flag there too, which is wonderful. Well, Parks, we have class on the far side of the arena too. Well, we're just waiting for the Sacks to warm up for 785. Once again, the Open Girl Rider, 9 years under 12. Our judge is Bridget Sell. And 518 down here is the Welsh Mare or Gelding, section C or D. Our judge is Mr. Anthony Dean. So we certainly welcome all those magnificent Welsh ponies. You know, gee, I love them. I've been trying to buy a Clydesdale for my daughter.
Any success?
Yes, I have. Yes.
You got a few leads, have you?
I have. Actually, the judge who was down here, Nikki Eric.
Oh, okay.
She believes she has one that would be suitable. So
now, can I give you just a little tip?
Yes.
A bit of advice? Make sure you check with your daughter first. Don't go out and spend the money and drop the Clydesdale on the back door, because she may have changed her mind.
No, she hasn't.
You sure?
No.
You positive?
I'm definitely. She's married to a Shetland pony, so she wants to play.
Hey, that's on YouTube.
No, Dominic's a lovely fella, and so they look. There was one thing when we had two properties there. We had two beautiful properties that I sold, so I could fulfil my dream of announcing at shows throughout Australia during the year and do it full time, which we've been able to do, and it's been lovely. So, and she said, Dad, the only thing you never ever bought me was something I dreamed of, and that was a Clydesdale. She always wanted a Clydesdale, so she's my little girl. So
I've always wondered where you got your extreme wealth from. The sale of two properties. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so but anyway, it was back in the days of 22% interest, don't forget too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, we're all ready to go, Mr. Barker,
Yes.
for this magnificent lineup down here, ladies and gentlemen. We certainly wish all those competitors well, and I know you've worked so hard. What a magnificent lineup. Over to you, and Carol.
Thank you, Angus. Well, they're lined up here now. The who's who, the big guns, the fantastic final effort to make it to the champion hack at 2014 Royal Easter Show. And another opportunity to welcome again to our show ring Mrs. Debbie Etheridge. She's been a very, very successful competitor with ponies, Galloways, hacks, riding classes, the whole works. She's been a marvellous competitor and exhibitor. Her and her husband John come from Corindai in New South Wales, and I'm sure that those in the stands will remember one of her outstanding horses was a big hack called Brazen Emperor, who won just about every single event it was possible to win in the world of show horses. Both here and interstate, he was a marvellous big horse, and she was very, very successful. Beautifully turned out today in a black and white suit, pencil skirt and a white embossed fabric top, fitted and shaped, and that magnificent little fascinator type hat, making her look ever so elegant. And the first horse coming out is number 864. This is Kakadu, Jay Maunder's nomination.
And Kakadu Carroll won the open hack. Over 16 hands, not exceeding 16.2, and also won the ladies hack over 15, ladies 17 and over. Was the best novice hack, so it's had a wonderful show.
Yes, there've been a number of tearful moments throughout the show for Jo, and she's had a very successful show to date. The judge has given the workout to each competitor via the steward, and all of them will require to do whatever workout the judge desires for this particular class. It's entirely up to the judge. Most non-horsey people are familiar with dressage, where the horse and rider know exactly what they're going to do when they step into that arena. Every horse does that same exact precise workout. We're here in the world of show horses and hacking. It's at the discretion of the judge for that particular class and that level of show. She can decide what she wants to see, because it's not just on the workout. There are a lot of things to take into account. As the workout is completed, I'm sure that rider breathes a sigh of relief, as do all those in the team connected. It's a long, long process to get here, from either breeding and breaking in the horse, or finding that very special horse out there, often from the world of racing. A lot of preparation. The next competitor to work out will be number 88, Bailey and Christie's nomination, Mikimoto. If the horses have come off the track from the world of racing, there's a great deal of reconditioning, retraining to do to adapt to the different world. But we have a result, so it's back up to you, Angus Lane.
Thanks very much, Carol. We have a result, ladies and gentlemen, for Class 518, the Welsh Mare of Gelding section COD. And first place goes to catalogue number 472, Carwing Ding a Wingin. So, Carwing Ding a Wing. A and J Elliott and Harton family from Albion Park, New South Wales. Second place, catalogue number 1430, Brentwood, Willona, Jane Idawega from Tomakin in New South Wales. Third place, catalogue number 1427, Kenda Park, Wishful Thinking, and that's the Turkey on family from Tollon in New South Wales. Fourth place, catalogue number 368, Kenda Park, Sirocco, Carla Cromie from Carla Cromie from Meadow Flat in New South Wales. And fifth place goes to catalogue number 134, Kenda Park, Fancy That, Jane Sewell from Bargate. So congratulations, give them a nice round of applause. Lovely lineup there for Class 518, the Welsh Mayor of Gelding, Section COD, and that's a lovely lineup. Well done. And also we have Councillor Graham Sharp down there too, assisting down in the ring there. So thanks to Graham for all his support. You know, a lot of these councillors, they come from all parts of New South Wales, and they travel long distances, and at their own expense, they stay down here in this beautiful city, one of the most magnificent cities in the world, Sydney. And thank you, lovely people, for the hospitality you've extended to my wife Vicky and I while we were down here during the show too. We really appreciate it. So back to Barks.
Thanks very much, Angus. And Mickey Moto won the Open Hack over 15-2, not exceeding 16 hands, Class 571. It's also the winner of the Tony Haynes Memorial Perpetual Trophy.
So the next horse to work out will be catalogue number 830, McRae and Emily Lord, Malcolm McRae and Emily Lord's nomination, Lord Cairo.
Lord Cairo, Carol, won the Gentleman's Hack over 15 hands for gentlemen riders 17 years and over, Class 575.
Thanks, Graham. And of course, the majority of these horses would be of thoroughbred breeding. And if you consider that for generations, thoroughbreds have been bred for one purpose only, and that's speed. So conditioning the horse's body and mind to adapt to the world of the show ring is quite a challenge. Not all make it, not all have that adaptability and that temperament to cope. And we do commend those people who bought these beautiful hacks, the creme de la creme of the show world. If the Hackney is the Rolls Royce of the harness world, these big thoroughbred hacks are the Rolls Royce of the hack world. We call them hacks. It's simply a generic term for a saddle horse, a ridden saddle horse, over 15 hands. So these are the big ones. So basically, our saddle horse contenders are broken up into various groups: pony hacks, Galloway hacks, and we just call these simply hacks, but that does mean that they're the show horse of the larger variety saddle horses. And that group then is broken up into the various subcategories, such as ladies hack, where you're looking for a different thing again, a finer, more elegant, well-mannered horse, a gents hack that perhaps is a little more bold and strong in the frame. various height classes. Child's hack, where the temperament, of course, is extraordinarily important. But nevertheless, regardless of the subcategories, the standards are the same: soundness, quality, conformation, presence, movement, education, manners, and all those wonderful ingredients that make up the show horse. This is 1282, Mrs. Belinda Scanlon's nomination, Alkyra Elegance.
Alkyra Elegance won the FL Crane Perpetual Cup, Class 578, for the best mare or filly, over 15 hands and not exceeding 16 hands, showing thoroughbred qualities. It was also reserve champion to the Child's Hack winner. I should rephrase that, second place.
The Royal Agricultural Society select only the highest credentialed judges to be here and officiate each year. They are ladies and gentlemen who are not only qualified in their various organisations, but have the reputation. They have done it. They have the goods. They are well respected by their peers, and we know that they're going to come out here and do a great job, the very best and honest job that they can. Well, working out now is 1147, the winner of the Colonel A.V. Pope Silver Perpetual Cup, for the best hack, over 15.2, showing thoroughbred qualities, Class 577. DP Amazing, nominated by Dale Plum from Cardinia, and written by Heidi Pickstock.
And don't forget too, folks, if you'd like to, if you missed not seeing it being streamed today, just remember Horse Deals tonight, www.horsedeals.com.au, and you'll see all the results up there with Anna Sharpley and Julie Wilson. I'll have them all there for you. Yes, Grant, all the people in the grandstand, this will take them back in time. For those that are married, this is the bridal waltz. Beautiful piece of music. Do you remember it?
No, I don't, Angus.
No. And also, I'd just like to congratulate all the magnificent green coat mounted stewards that position themselves around the arena here, the stadium, to make sure everyone's safe and sound. They really do you proud, so congratulations to them. And I mean that just while our hacks are working out, I'd just like to salute these wonderful men that are invited to come down here each year and say a very special paid tribute to them, because they do a super job. So we can say congratulations to Mr. Bob Drew, who's the head greencoat from Tamworth, been a greencoat for 24 years. We also congratulate Mr. Cliff Parker, who resides at Wallalong near Maitland. He's been a greencoat for 39 years. And Tom Steger from Queensland, he's been a greencoat for 21 years. Clint Parker resides in Mirror. He's a greencoat for 11 years. Adam Rollins resides in Tamworth. He's been a greencoat for 2 years. And our two new greencoats, we say congratulations to for Steve Marhill from Armidale and Steve Wells from Gundawindi. So congratulations, gentlemen. Well done.
And the next horse to work will be number 70, Mr. Paul Austin's Chicago.
And Chicago won the open hack over 16 hands, 2 inches in height.
We've had some wonderful innovations at this year's 2014 show. In the jumping, which Graham will fill us in a little bit more on, but the first time we've had an internationally recognised two-star competition to allow our overseas riders that go overseas to have the chance to be accepted to jump internationally. So that was a wonderful thing. And of course this year with these champion hacks, to have them streamed to YouTube. We are in the age of the future, folks.
Jim, and I'd just like to say a very special thank you to Mr. Dennis Lee, because that lovely piano music you hear in the background is what Dennis does. He does best. He is, in fact, been employed down here at the Sydney Royal Eastern Show this year, the greatest show on earth, to present his music to the people of New South Wales and all our visitors from overseas and interstate. And I thank him very much for the wonderful, he heard that I had so many of all my CDs stolen a few years ago, and he came up and presented me with 3 CDs the other day. In fact, all the CDs he's produced. So thank you to Dennis Lee. We pay tribute to you today as well.
That was Mr. Paul Austin's Chicago.
Can I just say how nice it is to welcome Walter Beckett down there too, in the Welsh pony ring as well. Welcome to Walter, and thank International Animal Health for their wonderful support. Great sponsors.
618. Number 618 is the horse out on the arena at the moment.
And number 618, Carol, is the winner of the Open Hack over 15, not exceeding 15 hand 2 inches. That is Dunhill Royal Obsession. Ashley and Tyler Harris from Bucket in Queensland, and I suggest it's Tyler that is doing the riding.
Actually, while we see them working out too, I just thought I'd bring a smile to people's faces in the grandstand, because you know, folks, there were three men were hiking through a forest, and the first man, he prayed that, please give me strength to cross the river. He was given strong legs, big arms, and he was able to swim across the river in about 2 hours. The second man, he prayed and he asked for strength and tools, and he was given a rowboat, strong arms and strong legs, and he was to row across in about half an hour. And seeing what had happened, the third man, he said, please give me the strength, the tools, and the intelligence to cross the river. Would you believe he was turned into a woman? She checked the map, hiked 100 metres upstream, and walked across the bridge. Boom, boom. I thought Carol would like that.
Thank you, Angus. Well, the horses are being asked at the discretion of the judge to show at least 3 basic paces. The walk, which is a 4-beat lateral movement. The trot, 2 corner legs, or diagonal legs as we call them, hitting the ground together. The canter, which is a 3-beat movement with a slight difference depending on the direction that the horse is travelling. So when they change directions from being on the left rein to the right, they will change legs. She also has possibly asked them to show some lengthening of stride. You will see where the horse, either in the trot or the canter, reaches forward and seems to point the toes and bring the hind legs underneath them a little bit more. All the time, folks, a lot of other things are being asked for as well. We'll tell you a little more in a moment, but it's up to you, Angus Lane, for a result.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Carol. We have a result for Class 785. The Open Girl Rider, 9 years and under 12. They're just leaving the arena in front of the big screen. Congratulations to catalogue number 1688. From Mottawarra in Victoria is Ava Blue Halloran. Congratulations. Second place to catalogue number 1607, Isabella Elwood from Morisset, New South Wales. The third place to catalogue 1631, Jamie Lee Burns from Empire Bay, New South Wales. And fourth place to catalogue 1739 is Ebony Lee from Eden Park, Victoria. Fifth place to catalogue 1835. That's Tiara Smith from Helensburgh, New South Wales. Sixth place, catalogue number 1813, Ellie Sepadasi from Young. And seventh place to catalogue 1794, Daisy Plum. Daisy Plum in seventh place from Cardinia in Victoria.
Thank you, Angus. And the horse competing at the moment is Romsey Park and Sue Thompson's nomination, Concerto.
And Concerto was the winner of the Child's Hack, over 15 hands, for children 12 and under 17 years.
And it's also a great pleasure today to welcome the Chairman of the Horse Committee at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, Mr. Councillor Graham Davey, down there for the presentation as well.
Many of the horse organisations in the various states run their own horse events throughout the year. Championships, national championships, grand national championships, all of very high standing. But it is without doubt that the most prestigious, all will agree, is to be here at the Royal Easter Show. This is the one that your friends up the street, your neighbours and your relatives can all come and watch. No other is there an audience as broad and as wide and as caring as those that are here at the Royal Easter Show. And that no doubt adds to the atmosphere and gives you that very special feeling when you win. Just to be here with your peers, with friends and neighbours from all across the country watching on. And that was Romsey Park and Sue Thompson's nomination, Concerto, number 1249. So each of these beautiful animals have had a chance to do what we call the workout, where the horse has an individual showing at the judge's discretion. They've all executed the same work. And now Mrs. Etheridge has gone for just that last minute close-up look, the little things that you can't see from in the grandstand. Those final little moments that make a split decision into a winner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just have the judging at the present time of our champion ridden Welsh pony, supported by the Eastern New South Wales, the riding pony group of Welsh Pony and Cob Society. Mr. John Wild is very down there for the presentation. Thank you, sir, for being here today. And Mr. Walter Vecchia from International Animal Health is down there as well. And thanks, Walter, for your magnificent contribution here at the show once again this year. He's a delightful gentleman. And he was, last night, he had a lovely night out with his two beautiful granddaughters. So congratulations, well done. Back to you, Bucks. Carol.
Thank you, Angus.
Thanks, Graham. Well, what normally happens now, the judge has made her decision. Now, sometimes there are horses waiting in the wings that may have been second place getters to the horses lined up here, and they have the right to come in and compete for the reserve champion. Sometimes second place getters are already here, as happened with the Galloways. But our green coat mounted steward has gone along the track now to where they're all waiting, all the bridesmaids, all the second place getters, hearts in their mouth. Will we get a chance to come out and compete for reserve? And in a moment, he will bring a horse and rider combination back into the arena. And all eyes will be on that gateway. All eyes will be wondering, who is it? What class did they come from? Who's the champion? We keep it secret till the last minute, but we wait with bated breath and watch to see who's coming out. And the clever people who know the ropes are trying to work it out. The competitors are looking along the lineup and wondering, who has it? This horse will come out and be given the opportunity to have a bit of a warm-up, because they are athletes. They need to loosen up and get a feel of the arena out here. They've been standing out there and it can be quite cold standing out there waiting. So we give them the opportunity to have a bit of a trot and a canter around on the arena, and then they will come back and be given the workout and execute the same workout as directed that the previous competitors have done. And the horse coming out to work now is horse number 962.
So also, ladies and gentlemen, we have right over the far side of the ground at the present time. We have that class as 785 being judged, and then we'll have the judging of our champion for our junior rider as well. So that's a very special award as well.
The horse now is Miss Annabelle Mulready's DP Mayfair. We're going to keep you on your toes with this one because it's possible that this horse placed second on more than one occasion, so don't be too smart up there in the grandstands. It's not over until the ribbons are on.
Good on you, Graham Barker. Graham just whispered in Carol's ear, just to let her know that. Yes, was second on 2 occasions. Was second in class 577 and also another class as well, so 574. So, yes, that'll keep you guessing, won't it? Tell you, we've had a lucky draw up here. You've got 3 out of 4 so far, Mr. Barker. So we'll see if you get 100% today. And in fact, it was second to 3. Yes, it was too, wasn't it? Yeah, second to winner of class 571 as well. So it was second to 3.
DP amazing, it's second to 3, thank you. Well, that certainly makes it interesting, doesn't it?
So, Carol, there's 3 people out there sitting on horses that think it could be them.
They certainly are. You can see the looks on their faces here. Questioning, looking down the line. So just like Dancing with the Stars, we keep the big decision till the last moment. In suspense. Everyone involved with each of these horses wondering who is going to be the 2014 champion and reserve. Our rider, Annabelle Mulready, has been given the directions, the workout.
And over the far side of the arena, too, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the Cumberland stand, it's actually the champion that's being judged at the present time. So this is very interesting as well. This is for the champion. We've got the girl rider coming up this afternoon, so we certainly wish all those young ladies all the very best. And they'll be competing for the Marge Holloway Memorial Perpetual Trophy, donated in memory of the late Marge Holloway to the junior champion girl rider. And our judge over there, Bridget Sell. And Bridget comes from the Young District of New South Wales, so we certainly wish those young ladies all the very best in their classes. So it's back down to Carol.
Thank you, Angus. Yes, Bridget, too, has been a very, very successful competitor. I remember the first time I saw her riding, and just that moment where a special competitor catches your eye, and I thought that of Bridget, and she's gone on to become a very, very successful rider. And honoured, she says, just absolutely honoured to be here to judge at the show, as are all our judges. It is a huge honour, very prestigious, and they thoroughly enjoy coming down and doing it.
And she was also a former champion lady rider, and also reserve champion lady rider too, Bridget. So, and also had a wonderful career and junior career, and she came up through the ranks too, and the senior rider too. So she's had a wonderful career, and also not just here at Sydney, but also at the other Royal Strohs in Australia, which is so many of them attend throughout the year.
And we were telling you that the judge has the right to decide what she wants to see or to offer a free workout. It is entirely at the judge's discretion what she'd like to see to help her make her decision. Always some basic components are expected: the walk, the trot, the canter, either direction, and perhaps some lengthening. But she may ask for other things as well, different types of changes, all sorts of possibilities. Because it's the whole picture that she has to take into account, not just the workout. The structure of the horse, the conformation of the horse, the way it moves, the way it carries itself, the way it moves lightly across the ground, the way it flexes its body in the direction it's going. If you think, everyone up there, that a horse probably, these probably weigh somewhere up to 500, 600 pound, whatever, and you're trying to bend that horse's body in the shape of the circle with just the flexion of your leg, it's a pretty amazing thing to do. So Annabelle and DP, amazing, done their workout. So now the big decisions will come out.
Carl, I was just looking at some of the breeding of some of these magnificent show hacks. Mikimoto is by the Great Sire and Costa del Lago. Kakadu by Rock of Gibraltar. Lord Cairo, Reduced Choice. So if anybody's in the racing industry, they will certainly recognise those magnificent sires. In Costa del Lago, horses of the yearling sales went for huge money, and so did horses by Reduced Choice. Concertos by Piccolo. So we've got some really, really well-bred horses here in our championship. Medal of Honour was a sire of DP Amazing.
As a horse comes out into the racing world, their spies are out looking for good-looking horses that are racing, and hopefully they're wishing them to go a little bit slow, so there's a chance that they can come into the world of the show horses. An absolutely beautiful lineup for our judge, Mrs. Debbie Etheridge, who looks delightful again. As I said, all the judges have turned themselves out beautifully as a mark of respect to the competitors. We wait for the official results to go through to ring control, and then will come the big fanfare. So stay on the edge of your seat, Sydney. The big announcement is about to be made. The names on this trophy are just absolutely awesome reflections of the past. The names are being whispered in the hallowed halls of fame, while the horsemen of tomorrow strive to add another name.
And ladies and gentlemen, the last 2 years it was was great, wonderful to see Adam Oliver recognised this year for the contribution he's made over the years too. Adam was recognised in the Excellence of Agricultural Awards, and also with Troy Palmer from Camp Drafting. And he had the great honour of winning this award in 2013 and 2012, 2 years in a row, and by Janice Elliott from Guanabara in Queensland. So it'll be interesting to see. We'll wait for the champion and reserve champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, Special Class 579, the Australian National Champion and Reserve Champion hack. The champion goes to catalogue number 88, Mikamoto, Bailey and Christie from the Oaks in New South Wales. And the reserve champion, and hopefully comes up and stands in line. Hopefully, and the reserve champion goes to catalogue number 864, Kakadu, Joanne Maunder from Gordor in New South Wales. Congratulations. Boy, hasn't they had a great show too. Kakadu, it won the open hack over 16 hands, not exceeding 16 two-hands. And it also won the ladies hack over 15 hands, the ladies 17 years and over. Mikamoto won the class open hack over 15 two-hands, not exceeding 16 hands. And for the presentation, it's down to Carol Hukin.
Thank you very much, Angus Lane. And this beautiful, beautiful horse is just receiving the sash from Mrs. Debbie Etheridge and the marvellous trophy. The names of the great horses of the past have been recorded for prosperity, and now this horse's name goes along with it. Mr. Michael Christie, congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's been the most amazing day of my life, I can tell you. This boy, he's not very good with the clapping, but he's only just started off, and yeah, he's loved by a lot of people. And thank you, Sydney, for putting on such a great show.
Thank you so much, Mr. Michael Christie. Well said. And now Mr. Vickery has the magnificent garland, as well as the purple sash going around. Once we wanted a blue satin ribbon, then we wanted the broad felt ribbons, then the rugs, and now today the dream of every horse owner in this wonderful world of the show ring is to ride out wearing the garland at the Sydney Royal Easter Show.
Well, Carol, we'd like to say thank you to OAMPS, the insurance brokers too. Thanks to Nikki Carroll for the lovely rug they presented today too. Thank you to the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales for the garland. As Carol said, we have Councillor Rob Vickery down there for the presentation. And also a very special thank you to White Horse Equestrian. Unfortunately, Mark Nicholas couldn't be with us today, but he certainly said he sent his best wishes and said to say congratulations. And the Award of Excellence Medallion is presented by the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales. So, Graham Barker, very prestigious award, eh, Mr. Barker?
Certainly is, Angus. This is the one that they all want to win. If you are in the hack ring, the ultimate prize is the champion hack at Sydney Royal Easter Show. Been some absolutely magnificent exhibits over the years that have won this award. And we must say a very special thank you to OAMPS Insurance Brokers for the cash prize of $3,000.
And now the awarding of the reserve champion, the beautiful Kakadu, Joe Maunder. I know she's only had him for about 18 months, so this is a marvellous success story. He's had a great show, and I do congratulate both Michael and Joe. Wonderful, wonderful effort.
Well, last year was won by Accelerate and Alex Berwick and Sarah McMaster from Pakenham Upper in Victoria. The year before that was Shelley Penny with True Liberty from Traralgon. And 2011 was MP Galveston with the Norton from Lanceville, Victoria. Sue Thompson from Croydon, Victoria with Concerto 2010. And Gillespie, Sydney Anning from Victory Pocket, written by Courtney Midson, was 2009. DP Mayfair, Dale Plum in 2008. And DP Amazing, Dale Plum won the champion in 2011. And the Durante family and Evans family, what a record they had. Regal Regina, 2005. 2006, KT Madigan. 2007, KT Madigan. 2008, Tate. And Stephen Merry. And also won it with the SLM Mind Games, 2009. And Colo Roslip, 2010. DP Amazing again, Dale Plum, 2011. High Fashion the last 2 years. So it's back down to Carol.
Thanks very much, and we're just doing a little dance here with Kakadu, but a chance to congratulate Joe Maunder.
I'd just like to say thank you very much and congratulate Joe and Michael. He's a beautiful horse, Mikimoto, and yeah, thank all the people that got me out here today.
There you go. Thank you very much, Joe Maunder. Well said, and congratulations to all the people in the lineup as well. Wonderful, wonderful horses out here for this championship. We congratulate you all, and a few moments perhaps to speak to our judge, Mrs. Debbie Etheridge. If I could just borrow you a moment, please, Debbie. Would you like to make some comments on that beautiful, beautiful class?
It was a very strong class, Carol. I was very happy with the lineup I had for champion. The horse that ended up champion, he just fills your eye when he comes into the ring because he is a real show horse. Lovely when he goes, lovely manners and paces. Yes, he looked a little bit hot, but that was because of the clapping. The horse got reserve. He doesn't seem to worry about anything too much. Lovely horse when he goes, just looks like you could sit on him all day and ride him. So it was lovely.
Well, we've thoroughly enjoyed having you here at the show. You've looked absolutely beautiful for all of the classes. Thank you so much, Debbie Etheridge.
Thank you, Carol. See you next time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the announcement of Special Class 519 for the champion, reserve champion, ridden Welsh pony. Our champion goes to catalogue number 802 from Eden Park in Victoria. What a beautiful little pony. Like Kangaroo Lady Smith. Congratulations to Bryony and Ebony Lee. So congratulations. Well done. And beautiful exhibits. And in fact, our presentation taking place with our councillors and our very special guests down there as well. And ladies and gentlemen, the hacks are leaving. We'll just bring up the music, and thanks, Phil. And we'll also announce the reserve champion for our reserve champion ridden Welsh pony. Goes to catalogue number 1412, Owendale Rembrandt, Francine Treneman and Mrs. Kate Treneman Duncan and family from Rossmore. So put your hands together, give them a big round of applause as they leave the arena. These beautiful exhibits. Congratulations to Joe Paley and Michael Christie from the Oaks. And Mikimoto is our champion, reserve champion, goes to Joe Morder. Congratulations, Joe. Kakadu, you've had a wonderful show. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Kakadu also won the best novice hack this year too from Cawdor in New South Wales. Congratulations to all the other exhibitors. You've certainly done yourself proud. It's back to Graham Barker.
Thanks very much, Angus. And we have another important award. And the fanfare is for the announcement of the junior champion, girl rider. Congratulations to number 1688, Ava Blue Halloran from Mottawarri in Victoria.
Actually, if I just say two bucks, how much a lot of people don't realise how we work as a team. And if Carol's not sure of something, we actually talk to her ear and let her know the horse, the rider, and the same as Graham does in the polo cross, and the same as you do for me in camp drafting, whatever else. So it's all about a team effort, and it's all about we, isn't it? Not I. So it's always nice to present these wonderful champions, and I hope the people appreciated the enormous amount of work too from Pip and my wife Vicky as well out the back that help put it all together for the champions of all the sections today. So it's Parks, it's back to you.
Thanks, Angus. And our reserve champion junior girl rider is number 1631, Jamie Lee Burns from Empire Bay.
And Bucks, our junior champion girl rider last year was, in fact, Daisy Plum from Cardinia, Georgie Daly, Musselbrook 2012, Sally Shaw 2011, Cooley Newman 2010, So you had Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales, Victoria, Sabrina Durante, 2009. So, all right. And our reserve champion this year, congratulations, goes to Jamie Lee Burns. Last year, it was Gracie Goodyear. Gracie Goodyear from Wagga Wagga. And Kira McAvoy, Jamboree 2012. Bryony Clark 2011. There's been wonderful names on there. And Ava Blue Halloran. In fact, I think she goes in for the very first time into the record books. Congratulations. Well done. And also... our reserve champion goes into the record books here at Sydney and the junior champion for the first time. So put your hands together. Come on, Sydney. Give them a big, big round of applause. They're creating history today, those two delightful young ladies. And thank you to Oakwood Products for their great support too. And it's the wonderful trophy for, we see as, in fact, for the Marge Holloway Memorial. For the junior champion girl rider. All right, Carol's over there, so we'll go across.
Well, that's a beautiful big grin.
Thank you.
Is there anyone up there, I'm sure there is, that you would like to give a special thank you to?
Mum and Sarah and Mel and Paul Austin.
Well, that's a pretty good lineup. Well done. Was that fun out there riding?
Yeah.
Got some school friends here or pals that you can take all those awards home and show them?
They're all down in Victoria.
That's lovely. And congratulations also to our reserve.
Yeah. Thank you, Judge, for judging and yeah.
And yep, that's a pretty big yep. Well done. Congratulations. And our wonderful judge, Mrs. Bridget Sell, who's done such a terrific job throughout the show. Bridget, it's been wonderful to have you here.
Thanks, Carol. I've thoroughly enjoyed my 3 days here. The junior girl riders just gave me a big headache then because they're all beautiful riders, but I ended up settling on the two, or the three of them. 4 of them rode the workout absolutely beautifully, but the pick for reserve was very hard.
Well, they've enjoyed you. You've been wonderfully encouraging to them as well, and that's a really big thing, Bridget. Thank you.
Well, I hope I kept them guessing.
Okay. Thank you so much. Back up to you, Angus and Graham.
Thanks very much, Carol Hukin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's simply the